All right, let's dive in. We're not just looking at a list of e-bikes today. We're gearing up with a strategic upgrade for your active life. So I want you to think of this less as a simple review and more like a mission briefing, a guide to reclaiming your freedom and really achieving what we call tactical longevity. And that quote really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. This is about so much more than just getting some exercise. It's about breaking down the barriers that might have crept in over the years. An e-bike, well, it can restore that endurance, that independence, turning aches and pains from a complete roadblock into a totally manageable hurdle. So, instead of a typical buyer's guide, let's look at this as your personal arsenal. We've handpicked 4 highly specialized tools, and each one is designed for a very specific mission. One for comfort, one for stability, another for lightweight handling, and one for ultimate mobility. Let's find the right piece of gear for your life. Okay, our first mission is all about eliminating pain and strain. Have you ever had to cut a ride short because of a sore back? Or maybe your wrists started aching? If that sounds familiar, this mission is for you. Our primary tool for the job is the Velotric Discover 2, an e-bike that is truly engineered from the ground up for a pain-free ride. So what's really happening here is that all these features work together as a complete comfort system. You've got the cushy saddle and those swept-back ergonomic handlebars that put you in a relaxed, natural posture. Then there's the 80mm suspension fork up front, which is like your first line of defense, just soaking up all those jarring bumps. And the ability to switch between sensor types, that is a huge plus. It lets you choose. Do you want an active, responsive ride or a laid-back, effortless cruise? It's all about tailoring the field to your body and your energy on any given day. And yeah, the specs absolutely back this up. A really powerful 750-watt motor gives you all the confidence you need to just laugh at hills. And that massive 75-mile range, it means you can plan these incredible all-day adventures and never have to worry about running out of juice. This bike has the power and the endurance to fully support its comfort-first mission. All right, let's pivot to our next mission, stability. This one's for the rider who wants to feel completely planted, totally confident, whether you're on slick pavement, a loose gravel path, or even a bumpy dirt trail. For this assignment, we're deploying the Aventon Adventure 3 ST. So let's break down exactly what makes this bike feel so incredibly rock solid. It all starts with those huge 4-inch wide fat tires. I mean, they create this massive patch of contact with the ground, which gives you unbelievable grip and confidence. The front suspension handles the rough stuff, and those integrated turn signals. What a fantastic safety feature. You can signal your turns without ever taking your hands off the handlebars. And once again, the specs here tell the whole story. You've got a strong 750-watt motor to power through just about anything, a big battery for those long rides, and of course, those signature fat tires. This bike is honestly built like a tank, but it rides with a surprising amount of comfort and control. Okay, mission number 3. This one is critical because it tackles the single biggest complaint we hear about e-bikes. They're just too heavy. If you've ever struggled to lift a bike onto a car rack or even just shuffle it around your garage, this is your solution. Let's meet the Utopia Carbon 1, a true featherweight champion. And really, this quote says everything you need to know. The main benefit of the Utopia isn't just another feature on a list. It's a complete game changer. It redefines what's possible and just erases that #1 barrier that holds so many riders back. So how in the world do they do it? Well, the secret is that full carbon fiber frame. We're talking about a material that's usually reserved for those super expensive, high-end road bikes. It brings the weight down dramatically. But this bike doesn't skimp on the tech. That smart bar with GPS tracking is an amazing feature that adds a real layer of security and, honestly, a lot of peace of mind. Just look at that number, 36 pounds. That is nearly half the weight of a typical e-bike. What this really means is that you can actually lift it. You can put it on a rack. You can carry it up a few steps. Combine that with an incredible 80-mile range, and you've got a bike that offers total freedom without the heavy lifting. For our final mission, we are focusing on maximum accessibility and stability. If balancing on 2 wheels is even a slight concern, or if you just want the most sure-footed, confident ride you can possibly get, we're bringing in a very specialized tool, the Lectric XP Trike 2. Now, this isn't just a bike with an extra wheel. No, it's a complete mobility solution. The 3-wheel design just totally eliminates any worries about balance. The frame actually folds, making it surprisingly easy to store or pop in the back of an SUV. It even has hydraulic brakes with parking locks so it stays put while you're getting on and off. And that beginner mode, it's brilliant. It caps the speed, letting you build up your confidence safely and at your own pace. The specs here are all about practical, reliable performance. You've got a capable 500-watt motor, a really solid 50-mile range, and those absolutely crucial hydraulic brakes. It's all designed to be manageable, to be safe, and, above all, to get you out there moving with absolute total confidence. Okay, you've seen the hardware. Now it's time for the intelligence briefing, because knowing what to look for is your most powerful tool. Let's break down the non-negotiable features every senior should be looking for in any e-bike. Let's call this your must-have checklist. First up, a low standover height. This means you can easily step through the frame instead of having to swing a leg way up and over a high bar. Second, an upright riding position. This keeps you comfortable, it protects your back, and it gives you a great commanding view of the road ahead. And finally, a smooth takeoff. You want gentle, predictable assistance, not some jerky, surprising launch. And that first point on our checklist leads us directly to this. The step-through frame is, without a doubt, the single most important design feature for accessibility. By getting rid of that high top tube, it completely eliminates the need to swing your leg over the bike, which is just a huge benefit for anyone with limited mobility, hip issues, or even a bit of arthritis. Now, that third item on our checklist, a smooth takeoff, that really comes down to the bike sensor. A torque sensor actually measures how hard you're pedaling and then matches your effort. It feels super intuitive and natural, like your own strength is just being amplified. On the other hand, a cadence sensor is kind of like an on-off switch. As soon as you start pedaling, it delivers a set amount of power. It's perfect if you just want to relax and cruise without putting in much effort. But for the most natural-feeling ride, a torque sensor is definitely the way to go. So, which mission fits your life? Are you looking for ultimate comfort, to ride for hours without any pain? Or maybe that rock-solid stability to take on any terrain? How about a feather-light design that you can actually lift? Or the maximum mobility and confidence of a trike? The right tool for you is right here, ready to help you achieve your personal longevity goals. And look, this is just the start of the briefing. For more in-depth reviews, tactical guides, and content designed to keep you active, strong, and independent, make sure you head over to over50strong.net. And hey, if you found this tactical briefing useful, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We release new explainers all the time, giving you the intel you need to stay in the game and live strong. Thanks for watching.